Hello children, I welcome you all to our special English hour. Here we learn lots of new things, and while learning these things, we also have fun. Are you ready for some fun? Let's get started. Children, as you all know, we always start our day with something interesting and fun. So today, I have a new tongue twister for you. Are you ready for the tongue twister? The tongue twister is 6 sticky skeletons. I'll repeat, 6 sticky skeletons. Sounds easy? Now, let us all try to say this tongue twister together. 1, 2, 3, and go! 6 sticky skeletons. 6 sticky skeletons. Oops! I thought it would be easy. It just had 3 words. But I still couldn't say it. Could you? ये टंग ट्विस्टर काफी इजी लग रहा था, लेकिन मैंने जब इसे फास्ट कहने की कोशिश की, तब मैं गलती कर बैठी. क्या आप इसे सही तरीके से कह पाए? If yes, try saying this with your friends and challenge them. Children, we all know that it is very important for all of us to learn new words. So today, before we read the story, let's learn some new words. You will see these words in the story when we read it. So I request you to please make a note of these words in your notebooks. इससे पहले कि हम कहानी पढ़े, हम कुछ नए शब्द सीखेंगे. तो मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप इन शब्दों को अपने नोटबुक में लिखें. Farewell, farewell, farewell. It was his last day at school, so we bid him a farewell. Nightingale, nightingale, nightingale. Sarojini Naidu is known as the Nightingale of India. Nobleman, nobleman, nobleman. He was a nobleman at the king's court. Ordinary, ordinary, ordinary. This is an ordinary bowl. Secret, secret, secret. He had kept a secret for a very long time. So children, we just learned 5 new words. Let's revise them. Farewell, nightingale, nobleman, ordinary, and secret. I hope that you remember these words, and I hope that you have made a note of these words in your notebooks. Children, have you heard of the word proverb? क्या आपने proverb ये word सुना है? Proverbs are sayings or thoughts that have been passed down from generation to generation. Proverbs यानी मुहावरे होते हैं. ये generation to generation pass होते हैं. From proverbs we learn life lessons. Have you heard of any proverb? क्या आपने कोई मुहावरा सुना है? I'm sure you must have heard many proverbs. I'll give you a few examples. One of the most common proverb is honesty is the best policy. What do you think we learn from this proverb? Honesty is the best policy. इस मुहावरे से हम क्या सीखते हैं? From this proverb, we learn that we should always be honest. And if we are always honest, it makes us a good person and a trustworthy person. Honesty is the best policy. इस मुहावरे से हमें ये सीख मिलती है कि हमें हमेशा सत्य की राह पर चलना चाहिए. Now, let's talk about another proverb. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Have you heard of this proverb? क्या आपने ये मुहावरा सुना है? What do you think does this proverb mean? This proverb teaches us that a true friend is someone who is there for us when we need them. इस मुहावरे से हम ये सीखते हैं कि हमारा सच्चा दोस्त वही होता है जो हमारे बुरे वक्त में हमारा साथ दे. There are many such common proverbs, and all of these proverbs teach us different types of lessons. One another common proverb is a stitch in time saves 9. Have you heard of this proverb? क्या आपने a stitch in time saves 9 ये मुहावरा सुना है? I'm sure you must have. What do you think it means? It means that when you have time, you should fix your mistakes. If you keep on procrastinating it, or if you keep on delaying it, the problem will become even bigger. इस मुहावरे का ये अर्थ है कि अगर हम कोई भी मुसीबत में हो तो हमें उसका सल्यूशन तभी ही ढूंढ लेना चाहिए. अगर हमने उसमें देरी की तो शायद हमारी प्रॉब्लम बड़ी हो सकती है. इसीलिए कहते हैं a stitch in time saves 9. इमेजिन कीजिए कि आपका कोई कपड़ा फट चुका है. अगर आप उसे तभी ही सिला दे तो आपको आगे जाके ज्यादा सिलाई नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. This proverb teaches us about the importance of time. So as I said, for different situations, we have different proverbs. And through these proverbs, we learn lessons about life. हमारे पास हर situation के लिए मुहावरे होते हैं और हम इन मुहावरों से हमारे जिंदगी की तरफ कुछ चीजें सीखते हैं. Today, we will be learning another proverb. And this proverb we will learn through a story. So let's get to the story now. Now, let us read the story from our textbook. Please open page number 80 of your textbook. बच्चों, अपने टेक्स्ट बुक का आप 80 नंबर पेज ओपन कीजिए. We will read this story. The name of the story is The Nobleman and the Nightingale. Now I will be reading this story and I request you to please point at the words as I read them. A nobleman in a far-away land once caught a nightingale and put him in a cage. No bird likes to be shut up in a cage. The nightingale began to plead. Please set me free. If you let me go, I will tell you the secret of happiness. In a far-away land lived a nobleman. Have you heard of this word before? Yes, it was one of the new words that we learned today. Can you tell me who is a nobleman? A nobleman is a person who has a very high rank. He could be a lord. नोबलमैन एक ऐसा इंसान होता है जिसका समाज में बहुत ऊंचा पोजीशन होता है. कभी कभी ये राजा के कोर्ट का भी हिस्सा होते हैं. So just like that, there lived a nobleman. One day he caught a nightingale. What is a nightingale? Have you heard of this word before? Yes, it was one of the new words that we learned today. A nightingale is a bird. Nightingale एक पंछी होता है. So, the nobleman caught a nightingale and put him in a cage. He took him away from his home. Children, how would you feel if you were locked in a room? बच्चों, आपको अगर किसी कमरे में बंद करके रखा तो आपको कैसा लगेगा? You won't be able to go out and play. You won't be able to meet your friends, right? And you will feel very bad. अगर आपको किसी कमरे में बंद किया तो आपको बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, राइट? इसी तरह नाइटिंगेल को भी बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था. So, what did the nightingale do? The nightingale started pleading. यानी कि नाइटिंगेल ने गिड़गिड़ा के रिक्वेस्ट की. She said that if you let me go, I will tell you the secret of happiness. नाइटिंगेल ने गिड़गिड़ा के कहा कि अगर आप मुझे जाने देते हो तो मैं आपको एक रहस्य बताऊंगी. ये रहस्य खुश होने का रहस्य है. The nobleman was rich but not happy. He wanted to know the secret of happiness. So he let the bird go. Listen, said the nightingale. This is the secret of happiness. Never cry over spilt milk and never trust idle words. The nobleman didn't think much of the secret. This is just a silly piece of advice, he exclaimed. Children, we saw that nobleman was a very rich person. He had everything that he wanted, but there was something that was still missing in his life. Can you guess what that was? Yes, it was happiness. Happiness was something that was missing in the nobleman's life. So he released the bird. नोबलमैन के पास सारी चीजें थी, उसके पास पैसे, धन दौलत बहुत था, लेकिन उसके जिंदगी में खुशी नहीं थी। इसलिए उसने नाइटिंगेल को पिंजरे से आजाद कर दिया। After getting rescued, the nightingale told the secret. The secret was, do not cry over spilt milk and do not trust ideal words. What do you think does this mean? Do not cry over spilt milk means that the milk has already gotten spoiled. So do you think there is any point over complaining about it? No, right? The second piece of advice that the nightingale gives is, do not trust idle words, which means that we should believe in action and not just words. Nightingale nobleman को 2 secrets बताता है। उसमें से एक ये होता है, do not cry over spilt milk, यानी कि अगर दूध खराब हो गया हो तो उसके बारे में रोकर कोई भी फायदा नहीं है। दूसरा एडवाइस जो नाइटिंगेल देता है वो ये होता है कि डू नॉट ट्रस्ट ऑन आइडल वर्ड्स, यानी कि हमें इंसान के काम पे ध्यान देना चाहिए, ना कि उसके शब्दों पे। So these are the 2 secrets that Nightingale reveals to the nobleman. But when he hears the secret, he is not happy. He thinks that this is a stupid piece of advice. The nightingale flew a little higher and said, "Too bad you let me go. I have rare diamonds under my wings. Now you won't get any of them." Now the nobleman was really very angry and very unhappy. "Oh no! How stupid of me! You wicked bird, you nasty bird! Wait till I catch you again." He began to wail. We all know that the nobleman was very angry at Nightingale because he did not think what he had said was a secret. Now, Nightingale gives a reply to the nobleman. The Nightingale says that it was very sad that the nobleman let the Nightingale go because he had diamonds under his wings. Nightingale nobleman से ये कहता है कि उसे आजाद नहीं करना चाहिए था क्योंकि उसके पास कुछ हीरे होते हैं. When the nobleman hears this, he gets even more angry and he tells the nightingale that he will catch him. "Don't be so upset, my lord," said the nightingale. "It was kind of you to let me go. That's why I gave you a good piece of advice. Think over it. The first thing that I said was, don't cry over spilt milk. I am already far away from you. You can't catch me again. Then why make yourself unhappy about it? Secondly, how can an ordinary bird like me have diamonds under his wings? Those were just idle words of mine. It's a mistake to trust such words. Use my bits of advice and be happy." Farewell. The nobleman watched as the bird flew away. Now, the bird tries to explain what is the meaning of the advice that it has given. The bird says that I had told you, do not cry over spilt milk. Children, I had also told you what this proverb means. And to explain that, the bird says that you had already released me, so you won't be able to catch me. Then why be unhappy about it? We should move on and not cry about what has already happened. That was the first secret. Then the bird further explains to the nobleman. The bird says that I am an ordinary bird. How can I have diamonds? Children, have you ever heard of a bird carrying diamonds? Obviously not. But the nobleman was not paying attention. नाइटिंगेल नोबलमैन से कहता है कि वो एक साधारण पंछी है, तो उसके पास हीरे नहीं हो सकते. And in the end, the nightingale says that the nobleman should follow his advice in life. आखिर में नाइटिंगेल नोबलमैन से कहता है कि उसे उसकी दी हुई सलाह मान लेनी चाहिए. When the nobleman hears this, he is amused. He doesn't have any words to say. जब nobleman ये सलाह सुनता है तो उसके पास कहने के लिए शब्द नहीं होते. Children, I hope you had fun in today's session. And most importantly, I hope that you learned something new. I will see you all now in our next session. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.